All right, let's move on, man. Let's go to open court where some fun happens. And with open court, we're going straight into the most improved candidates. And we understand that it's early in the season, so numbers are very misleading. But you can kind of get an idea of who could potentially fall within that most improved players list. And we're seeing some strange additions, right? We're gonna have a few, but if anybody else, this is open. So open court, it's a full-on conversation. There's no script. There's no session. We're just gonna go out and talk about these topics and see what each other thinks, because I definitely think there's some disagreements over here.
I got one disagreement. I have one beef with this picture.
Oh dear God! All right, go ahead.
All right, I don't know who put this together, but I have a problem with it. Ja Morant doesn't belong there. Here's why. Hear me out.
I would spit out my water, but I'm going to spit it on my computer. But go ahead.
Check this out. I think he has gone past the most improved player award, and he's in the MVP category.
Oh, yeah, but you can be both, though. You can be both. Nobody has won both before, but you can be. Oh, well, I don't know about that. I got
you win both, right? I think. Yeah. I mean, is he really most improved?
Okay, let's. You know what, Ahmed? Here, we'll do this, Ahmed, because you asked a great question, homie. Let's take a look. Let's look at the stats.
Oh wow.
Okay. So over 2020, 2021, he has gone up in almost every single statistical category.
MVP.
Right. But he's shown, most improved players, he's gone from shooting 30.3% from the three to 38.9, almost 40% from three. He's gone up from 19.1 points per game to 26.7. Trust me, there was a graphic that went up the other day that showed Ja Morant scores 16 points of his 26 points, or his 28.7 points in the paint. And as far as big men goes, he is in the list with Shaq and I believe Anthony Davis, Giannis, and somebody else as the top people to do it over the last 10 years or 15 years or whatever.
Right. Wow. And that's what I mean. Crazy. I think for that, they shouldn't just, lowball him with the most improved player. I think he's just give him the highest honor, which is the MVP conversation.
Yeah. I don't know. How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about that? Sean? Right?
He's on my team, so this is nice.
You're biased.
Yeah, I'm biased. I don't think he belongs in the most improved, because I think we expected this from him. I don't know if I would say MVP per se, but he does deserve. I think it's true. If he's in the conversation, I think it just builds his confidence even more, and he'll just continue playing that level. But most improved, I think there's other candidates.
Why can't he win both? Why can't he win both?
He can win both.
Yes,
he can win both.
Yes.
I don't think it's ever been done. I don't know if they want to. I don't know. Will they do that?
I don't think they'll give you both. I don't
know.
Right.
Why not? Why not? Didn't Giannis win both? Wait, I remember Giannis winning defensive player and then MVP.
Well, defensive player, MVP is different.
But there's different categories. So.
Yeah.
I guess
that's a whole different category.
It's 2 awards, yeah.
Okay.
Because most improved candidate is like a mini MVP, right? Like you're stepping it up in almost everything, right? But just like
it was expected for Ja Morant. Like he's been playing, he's been balling.
And I feel like these are some ways to sometimes lowball a guy from having put him in the conversation.
Oh, that's true. I don't like.
You know what I mean? It's like just give him the most improved. We're not even going to talk about him. Remember, he was supposed to be an all-star last year, and he didn't get that.
I know. He better be an all-star this year, because I will.
He has to be.
The petition I will make.
First, he's supposed to be a starter. He should be starting point guard for the West.
Yeah, for the West. Yeah, he should. Yep. There's nobody else playing this.
We're taking Westbrook out.
No.
Yo, if the fans vote him in again, oh my god.
Serious?
Ahmed said no.
Did he say
Westbrook
no?
to be the point guard for the take him out. Yes, take him out.
Take him out. Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Put Morant in, take him out.
Everybody was like, huh?
I know. We're like, Ahmed, what else?
No, but we should have been. But that's the thing too, right? That's about Westbrook just people being biased towards Westbrook and just liking him, and the fans. We have to check that, because I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the voting is flawed, by the way,
because people vote for like it's
but
you can have a terrible season and then you still get voted in. You know what I'm saying? It's
that's
like
true.
The thing is, like, because now they added the players into the vote and the media into that vote,
right.
But the fans still have, I think, like 60% or something like that.
Yeah.
What about the international voting too? Right, that's another one.
Yeah, like because there's one there. What's his name? Boban. Boban got like so many votes in this country.
Right.
Oh my god!
The whole entire
Don't
country
even
voted
talk
for you.
about it. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
the whole country voted for him. Man.
He probably had a whole ad.
It's like all of
banner.
It's like all of Toronto and Canada voting for Delano. What's his name? No, Fenton.
Yo,
Fenton,
okay, no, Ryan, you shouldn't have said that. Listen, we need. Okay, he's not in this graphic, but we need to touch on that really quick because it's open court.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he surprisingly better than you thought he was?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I didn't
yes.
think he actually still looks so. He actually does look like he's still running like YMCA league or like a Toronto league. But he actually is pretty good, man. I didn't think
he's putting up. He's putting up.
No.
He was this good.
I hope they don't suppress him. I hope they don't put him in a situation where they bury him at the bottom of the bench because I think he has potential. I don't know.
He's a surprise gem.
Like that.
He's a surprise gem.
That's the way
he's definitely in the road. Nurse has been kind of suspect recently too. I'll be honest. With very suspect. Yeah, he looks like he has. This is another open. I think just based on reading stuff and obviously Siakam's issues last year, I think there's like an issue for the way I don't know if he either treats players or the way he talks to them or the way they interact, but there's some sort of disconnect with
personnel.
Yeah, there's personnel. Yeah, it's not clicking. Some things are not clicking with some players, I think.
He has favoritism. Towards certain players.
He does.
I think he treats Siakam unfairly because I believe Masai has put a level of expectation on Siakam, and sometimes Siakam doesn't meet it because he doesn't need that extra pressure to be a MVP.
And he whines a lot.
He does whine a lot. He does, but I do think he plays favoritism with.
I wouldn't put too much expectation on Siakam either. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing though. They launched him into okay. First of all, I will this will be one of the only times I defend Siakam. Listen to the story. Siakam comes in, he's developing, right? The spin is there for a stupid reason I will never be able to explain. Siakam comes in, he's a rookie. From a rookie, he goes into a potential first or second option. He's developing third year. Then what you do is you bring in Kawhi and you say, Kawhi, now you're the first leader, which rightfully so, it should be that way because Kawhi is a better overall player, but he's not a better leader. Let's just put it that way. Then what happens is when Kawhi leaves, you give the reins to Laurie, knowing that Laurie is maybe the backbone of the Raptors and maybe the voice and the veteran, but he's not the first option. So now Kyle Lowry now is known as the first option. And then when Kyle is ready to leave, you move the first option to Van Vliet automatically. Do you guys not see the level of inconsistency this guy's been playing with? He doesn't even know what his role is.
Okay,
is that fair though?
When you put it that way, yeah, I guess.
I mean, but whatever happened to waiting in line, waiting for your opportunity? Look, like what you said, watch this. Okay, so you were playing, then Kawhi came in. I mean, it's Kawhi Leonard, so you got to, take your spot. Then you take a step back. Then you give the keys to Kyle Lowry. Yes, it's Kyle Lowry. Let's be honest. He's been there for riding. But hold on a second. You can be a solid number 2 with a strong Kyle Lowry. If it's not working out, then Siakam becomes a number 1. It was working out for a while. Then I think now is the time where Siakam needs to prove that the team has now this year because there's no other.
There's no other options, right?
There's no other options.
That's great. That's
so
great.
If he can't get it right now, then I think it will show.
Okay, I want to hear.
So what do you think? What do you think happened during the bubble when they were in the playoffs and he crumbled under pressure?
I think he said it was like mental. So I think it obviously just issues with COVID and the bubble and. I think Nurse obviously at the time maybe too, and maybe just too much pressure because I think that was right. There was a season after Kawhi left, so
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's a lot of things.
And there was a lot of expectation, right? Yeah. And then when he wasn't performing, even the fans were like They were
on him.
harsh.
They were
Yeah.
on
Bro,
him.
like not to drag it on, but like when did he start playing basketball? 14, 15, maybe 17.
Yeah, really late. Really
right.
late.
So
really
if you
late.
look at it, he did really good for someone who started off late. For someone to start off in the teens and to be in the NBA and to be a star on like to be a starter and a star and all-star by what 27, 26. That's a leap that many people can't take. So showing his potential that if with the right coaching, with the right mindset, this is a right product because he's shown you enough in 10 years. Because imagine if you start playing ball at 6, where would Siakam be today?
You know what, Armando? You said something that really proved the point that I was making. You said that, well, Kawhi came in, and obviously Kawhi is the star. Okay, perfect. And then Laurie, okay, it's Kyle Lowry. We gave it to him. No, I think that the Raptors knew that they had to, at some point, transition away from Kyle. If you're going to hurt Kyle's feelings, you're going to do it under the impression or under the know-how that Siakam is going to be your guy. You should have, in the bubble, made it known that we're riding with you, Siakam. This is your team. This is it. Yeah. And I believe the transition from Laurie would not be so. Because listen, Kyle, we were gonna give him to whatever team he wanted to go to in the end of the day. We were gonna help him out. Why make him feel so nice that bubble year and then put Siakam in an uncomfortable position, knowing that we're only going to rely on him when Laurie leaves anyways? And look at it now. Yeah. Now we're saying, oh, you know what? Laurie's gone. He's our only option. Cool. Right. Yeah, Siakam. Yeah. You're in Siakam. Come on. You're now. Come on. You're now number one. Oh, bull crap, man. The guy's been through a lot, man. He's been through quite a bit. We should give him the benefit of the doubt because now we've got Scotty Barnes high, and we're so high on Scotty Barnes. We're saying,
Scotty's team now.
What is that?
I agree.
It's Scotty's team now.
What is that?
That's Siakam spinning out of the league.
I thought he was showing us something on the cat.
That's spinning. Did
you say he's spinning out of the league?
No, that went too far. I went too far.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little too far.
No, but it's true. It's Scotty's team now. That's true. That kid.
Yes.
He's sick.
No, technically, it's Fred's team. But Scotty,
oh, you're right. Okay, but hear this now. Now we've elevated Fred. We've elevated Fred, but then put the responsibilities on Siakam, and then we give the credit to Scotty. Like we are so mixed up.
It's all over the place.
I think we recognize, or people recognize, that Siakam is more than likely the best player on the team. Okay, Scotty is asterisk, but I think in terms of when you look at Lowry, the next person in line, everyone was thinking, or some people were thinking, would be Fred. Like Fred would be that guy in the face, you know?
Yes.
But deep down, Siakam is the best overall player on the team.
Okay, so do you believe this? Wait,
Siakam is the best overall player on the team.
Wait, I want to hear what Vishan's saying because I think she's gonna say something similar to what I'm thinking.
No. I don't know.
Do you think the best? Listen, always the best leader on the team isn't always the best player on the team.
True.
Never. Yeah, that's true.
Van Vliet is the best. I think the only time it happens is Giannis. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's the only time. Yeah. Not only, but it's the most recent memory of it happening.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
So that's what exactly. See, I read your mind because I'm thinking to myself, I'm hearing Ryan, and I'm like, we are undecided on this, but that's what it is. Fred VanVleet is a better leader, but Siakam's a better player, and then Scotty is an up-and-coming player, and he needs to be groomed in a way where he understands.
And I just want to add one thing. I want to give Masai another flower because he deserves it. And we saw this the other night, the difference between Suggs and Scotty Barnes.
Ooh.
A very important pick. And we're going to, understand this maybe 10, 15 years down the line if Scotty stays with us, because it's a huge difference in both players.
Yeah, it's true.
Masai, he did well.
I don't know how he does.
Because remember, Suggs was supposed to go third, right? And we skipped. We took fourth. And we took Scotty.
We took Scotty. Yeah,
crazy man.
But Scotty jumped up the draft ranks like in the last couple weeks before. I think there was rumblings that he was going to go higher than what he was supposed to, and then that's where he came fourth.
All right. Well, shoot. Listen, we opened up a bit more on that, but we'll breeze through these most improved players so we can get to this last segment or this last section so we can talk. Okay, so first of all, next one is obviously Cole Anthony, and you can tell based on his numbers, his stuff is going up as well too. He's a candidate for most improved. He's gone up 5 points at least. He's gone couple points in actually he's almost 10% higher in 3-point percentage right now, which is amazing. But we'll just skip through him because hopefully he might win, he might not win. We'll see. The boys, Bane and
Bridges.
Bane is putting up some numbers. Dude was doing 9.2 points last year, and now he's doing 18.8 this year. He's shooting. Crazy. He's always been a great 3-point shooter. He's roughly around the same this year, but his field goals have gone up, and his field goals attempts and minutes have gone up, as well as his steals and assists. So he's been
doing well for me, by the way.
Oh yeah. I see him over there, Rashawn. Thank you.
I mean, so with just 7 more minutes, right? He's giving double the number, the points. That's crazy.
Yeah. Very productive. Very productive, right? So great pickup if you've drafted Baines or you picked him up, or Bane if you picked him up off the wire. Rashawn, did you draft him or did you pick him up?
I drafted him.
Oh man, that's smart. Okay, all right. I'll give her credit for that because that was a sick draft. That is a sick draft. And then next one is Miles Bridges. Mm-hmm. Did anybody think Miles Bridges was going to be doing this year?
No, which is why he technically is the leader in terms of most improved candidates right now, because there's no expectation as to him being not even remotely close to this.
Right.
So I think that's why he would be top on the list right now, because he's just playing out of control. Right now he's playing he's top like third round,
top 15
round numbers, and
so in 7 categories, he's a top 15, and he's a perfect candidate for a swindle deal.
Didn't we think this guy was just a 3-point shooter, or sorry, just a dunker?
Yes.
Then it turns out he's a solid 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Some guys are ball players.
Bane
especially.
I think he also has a good relationship and chemistry with LaMelo too. Right. So I think that works out.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that rounds up the most improved candidates. We're gonna have some more hopefully down the line, but those are some pretty cool ones to look at. We're gonna go straight into the James Harden rule. Guys.
James Harden.
By the way, Memphis Grizzlies must-watch TV.
Oh, what's happening over there?
Memphis Grizzlies, the team.
Oh yeah.
Must-watch TV.
They're solid. They're really solid. Really solid. But we're going right into NBA rules now. This is a big one. It's a big one.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't noticed, if you guys don't know, the James Harden rule now in the NBA is the fouling. So they are tracking down on individuals that are doing on what would you say, on basketball, like lost their hand and everything. Non-basketball type moves. Oh, that's great. That has to be a clip. Yo, that has to be a clip. She caught the Holy Ghost for a second there. Real quick.
The James Harden rule. That's what she got.
But it is the James Harden rule. So it's basically, you're dribbling down the court. You got a wide open layup, but you see a defender to the right. You kind of, bounce off that defender, go to the right, go to the left just to get that contact and potentially draw that foul. So they're cutting down on that. They're cracking down on that. They're saying, listen, we got babies. We got babies in here as well too. So this is live. So we're gonna just chill out for a bit. And no, that's all she does.
No, Rashawn is quick, man.
No, Rashawn is wicked. Yo, all she does is a 1-2 pat, and she's gone back. She's good. You're good.
The baby whisperer.
The baby whisperer, we should call it. But yeah, James Harden rule, pretty crazy, pretty self-explanatory. There's a lot of people doing it. As you can see, Trae Young was a master at it. Embiid, I still see Embiid doing it and not getting called for it. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he was running down the court the other day and he stopped. And I'm like, that you can't do that. But they didn't call it anyways. Regardless, it's impacting people's numbers and impacting game. Do you guys see this thing? And we'll brush on it real quick before we go over our last part, which is the 75th players of all time. But do you guys see this thing continuing to ruin people like James Harden and Trae Young's numbers going in, or will they adapt to it as time goes on?
I think they'll adapt to it. To be honest with you, I don't think it's. I think it's a story right now. It's not much of. I think they'll be okay to it.
Right.
They have to adjust. There's no other way. And they're ball players. They have to be able to adjust.
Yeah,
I think the only person
about other rules that they've brought in. They've had to adjust.
I think between the two, I think the one person that benefited the most from it, I think, was Trae, because he's just a smaller player. But I think they'll adapt. It's okay.
Yeah, I actually like it.
Yeah, I think it's making the game better. I think it's making the game better.
It is. Yeah,
because if you watch some of those fouls in slow motion, because what happens fast, you're like, okay, that was a foul. But then once you watch it on replay and in slow motion, it's some of the flopping that they do, especially James Harden when he does a hook.
It's too much. He's ridiculous.
And then the Steph Curry when he checks, like, you know, he jumps on you.
Oh no, don't do that. Nope. I will nope. I will disagree with you on that one. Why? Steph, out of the list that we just mentioned, is actually looking to score. As much as sometimes he tries to get you off your feet and get that three, Steph actually is setting up for a 3-point shot 99% of the time.
No, hold on. So we're not talking about that though. So if I go for the block and I jump and you pump fake, and on my way down, if you just jump onto me physically, like you just jumped,
yes,
just right onto my body, I think that shouldn't be called a foul.
Okay, can I tell you that the reason why they did that in the past is because the NBA allowed them to. This rule change, I don't believe, is going to impact a guy like Steph because he can naturally shoot without doing that. So this is another question we have. This is one of the questions we asked at the beginning. Do we think this is going to continue, or are people going to adapt? I think Steph will start shooting natural shots and people will still hit him. So except for he will not jump into them like you just mentioned.
So that shouldn't be there. I think I agree.
No, I agree. Oh, I agree with you 100%. Yes, it shouldn't be a part of the game.
People's body, yes.
100%. But I think it's more along the lines of like the Trae Youngs. If you watch Trae in the paint, the basket will be wide open. He will veer himself left or right into that defender to create that contact, which I believe is not a natural. Yeah, it's not a natural basketball move. If you have an open lane and you've beat your opponent, why do you have to go back in order to create that contact?
Why are you cheating? Why are you trying to cheat just to get to the line?
It makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
It's irritating. It's been irritating to watch.
It hasn't it?
Like I'm like, why are we like this? Like, when did it get like this?
It's stupid.
Stupid.
You know, the one thing that I found was crazy. Do you guys remember a couple years ago, about 3 years ago, where the Lakers were defending James Harden and guys were told to put their hands behind their back while they guarded them? You guys remember that?
What?
You guys didn't remember that? Okay, you need to go look it up. And I don't mean that in a like, oh, like you guys don't know ball. Like I just mean like you need to actually go take a look at that footage, because it's honestly one of the weirdest things ever. Apparently, coaches were saying James Harden knows when, and he knows when you have your hands out. So he brings his hands up into you to create that foul. So players were defending him with their hands behind their back and literally actually letting him go forward so he doesn't create contact into you. And there's games where you see James Harden chasing that player with their hands behind their back. So he can create. And you know what's so crazy? We watch those games as if it was normal because that's what we were used to. We're used to like, hey, James Harden is amazing. And he is. Hey, he's amazing at getting to his spots and he's amazing at creating contact. But it's only and driving, and he's quick. He's very deceptive
very fast.
It's very fast.
But he drives and jumps with his knee. Ever notice that?
Oh yes, he's very. You know, he has quick ups too. People don't realize that, but he has very quick ups. Like he gets up and you're like, oh, why are you jumping? Yeah, why are you jumping? How do you jump so fast? But look, I want to send you guys some of that footage because it actually is one of the most annoying things to watch. And I thought about it. I was like, we watch games like this where guys were defending them with his hands behind. Oh my god! So I'm so glad that it's out of the game, and I'm so glad they're getting rid of it. So it's good. It's good. Good for me. I don't know about you guys, but good for me. Cool. Let's go on to our last and final topic for this episode, and it's going into the 75th
here we go.
NBA team. So you guys saw the list. If you guys took a look, okay, so apparently the 50 just got brought over, right? That's what happened, right?
Technically, yeah.
and then they added 25 to the list. Basically, that's under my. I thought that's what they did. They added 25 new, and the 50 that were part of the 50 first got brought over. There's still controversy. There's players on this list. Whoa, where'd my list go? You better come back. You better not try that. Hey, you better stay there, Mr. List. My list is gone now.
They're just.
No, I'm gonna keep my list here. So we're gonna loop it. All right. So right off the bat, it's got some arrows going, and those are some key arrows. Yo, we got some arrows going. Who does not belong on this list? Straight
Why
up.
is Carmelo Anthony there? I just want to know.
Yes.
Excuse me?
Why? You don't think he's on the top?
Wait. Yo, okay, there's gonna be a fight. There's gonna be a fight today.
He's really consistent.
There's gonna be a fight.
All right, hold on. Okay.
You don't think?
I can't wait for the next list that you're about to show for the players who didn't make the list, because that would shock you.
Okay, can I tell you something though? Okay, I won't fight you, but I will say this.
But why do you think he should be on that list?
I'm about to tell you. Okay, so this list, and I keep mentioning to people about when I think about the top players in the NBA, and I think about the top 75 list, and I think about what I think about is impact on the game. And the question you always have to ask yourself is, can I tell the game of basketball or the game of the NBA with or without that player? What? Ahmed, he is tops in a lot of categories that some of these other people that we think are great aren't even close to him. And that's at points, 3-pointers. That's in okay. I hear the size.
Oh my God.
But I'm being serious. These lists are created. There's no way a guy like that is gonna work his butt off to be atop of some of these lists, only to be forgotten as one of the top 75. If you're not going to stick him on the list due to his impact lately or winning the title, at least put him on for the numbers that he's generated. That's all I'm saying.
For those who are listening, Selvin's favorite basketball player is Carmelo Anthony, so that's why he's defending him.
But can I tell you? Okay. I'll say this. I'll say this in one breath. Then I think Anthony Davis needs to be off this list.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he needs to be. Yeah, he needs to take it
off.
I agree with that.
Let's touch on Davis right now, because let's remove Anthony Davis. Let's remove Anthony Davis. Can you wipe that out?
Hold on a second. Wait. Why would you remove Anthony Davis?
Ryan is saying something. Ryan was saying something. He was going to say something.
Can I wipe that out?
Yeah, can you wipe that out? Wipe that name out. I don't understand why. Is he on it just because he won a championship? I don't like. He was obviously a top college guy, and he just played on the Olympic team his first year, and his resume speaks for his resume in terms of basketball is great. His NBA resume, yeah, it's good too, but to be top 75 over guys like I don't. Are we going to touch on who should replace these guys?
Yeah. Let's go on that.
I think one person that should have been on the list is Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard.
As much as I don't have much, as much as I'm not the most popular Dwight Howard fan.
Oh my God.
He for sure deserves to be top 75 just based off his
is this butt injury fixed?
Oh my God.
Despite all that. And his antics and whatever personal issues he has and what the teams that he's been on, I think he's definitely top 75 based on his record.
Replace Dwight Howard with who?
With Anthony Davis.
With Anthony Davis.
Okay,
listen. Dwight Howard, I hate Dwight Howard. Ryan knows this. I despise the man.
We don't like that guy.
I despise this man just because of his antics, the way he carries himself, just the way he looks. I just don't even like the way he looks. Don't like it at all. Yeah. He just has that look.
When he was on, it was from when he was on Orlando, man. He just lost it for me.
Right now, he looks like a grimace.
But I will say this: he does deserve to be on that list. And I would take him off or take Anthony Davis off in a second. If somebody ever came to me and said, "Who would you do it?" I said, "Pass me the whiteout." I would white himself out quick. Because look, okay, here's the metrics too. People will be like, "Okay, so what is your justification?" Okay, compare his accolades to Anthony Davis's. He blows it out of the pause, but he blows it out of the water. He literally okay, but you know what I mean.
All right, okay. I have a tough question, Selvin.
Okay, go
You can
ahead.
only replace, and for everyone else, you can only replace Anthony Davis with one of these three players: Howard,
Okay.
Mutombo, or Mourning.
Morning's
Okay,
not even on the list.
Morning. What?
What
Where's
list
Morning
are you
go?
looking at? Morning's not
Oh,
on the
he's there.
list.
Bro, yeah, he didn't make it.
He's on the
Alonzo
omissions
Mourning's
list.
right there.
No, he did not
cut.
make the list.
Nope.
No, he's on the
make
he's
the
on the
list.
omissions. He's on the omissions list.
Oh, okay. That's why it scared me. I was like, he's not on the list.
So-
No, I'm doing Anthony Davis, 100%, 1000%.
No, but you would have to replace him with either Dwight Howard, Mutombo, or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard.
Oh,
Dwight
100%
Howard over
Dwight Howard. Oh,
Mutombo?
1000%.
over Mutombo.
Over
So the finger, remember, you can
Yeah.
tell the story
Yeah.
of NBA without the finger wave.
But
Hold
there's
on.
other there are other old
And rebounds
men
and blocks.
on this. There's other older players on this team that can come off too. But yeah, Dwight Howard I think needs to be on that list for sure.
Okay, here's the next one. Klay Thompson needs to be on this list. And I'm
He has
very
to be.
upset that Klay Thompson is not on this list.
No,
You think
it should be on
so?
the list.
Okay, so Ryan, we have to go to the main screen for this one. Ryan.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence on this one.
Ryan, the guy scored 30-something points in one quarter. Ryan, the guy has 14 threes in one game. Ryan, the guy has three championships. Ryan, the guy is an inferno. The man he has so many stats and records I can't even think of.
I think we have enough representation for the shooters though. All right.
Ooh, is that what it is though? I didn't hear anything about that.
Me neither, but I think that's if you look at it like so who would you take off in order to put
Let me take a look at this list.
Are you taking his shooting accolades and records over Westbrook's average of triple doubles?
Oh yeah, sorry. No. Westbrook has to be on the list just because he's actually set history as well too.
Yes.
Yeah, the triple double puts him
he's
there.
got to stay there.
Honestly, here's and this is just a weird thing for me to say because I'm a huge fan. I'm taking Paul Pierce off.
What? Hold on. Wait. Time out. Wait. So you're willing to keep Carmelo Anthony, Kawhi Leonard, and Harden, but take out Paul Pierce and not even maybe allow a guy like Tracy McGrady to be in.
No, I'd switch Klay Thompson with Paul Pierce. Tracy McGrady only played 10 seasons, bro. He didn't play a lot of time, long time.
So you would put Klay Thompson over Tracy McGrady?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Tracy McGrady, what impact on the game did he have except for that one time he scored X amount of points in 13 seconds or whatever?
First of all, that was sick. But he has like three or three scoring championships.
Okay, right. What does scoring championships do for anybody?
No, hold on. How many scoring championships?
Klay doesn't have one.
Oh, right, but Klay only has like.
Klay have?
Oh, Klay only has first team All NBA.
I
don't know about you guys.
How many All-Stars does Klay have over McGrady?
What do you mean, McGrady? Okay, so McGrady has what? Let's pull it.
Come on, man.
Some of these numbers, bro.
Don't respect Tracy like that. Tracy's the second most popular player in China for a reason.
Why? Because he played with Yao Ming.
It don't matter.
Yes, it does matter. When you play with somebody but it's because of Yao Ming. Yao Ming created a buzz around Houston, and Tracy McGrady is a top player on Houston. No wonder he has a buzz in China. Come on.
But Tracy has 3 jerseys sold in 3 different cities.
Guys, stop. LeBron's bigger in damn China right now. No, I'm joking. Kobe is, but let's just.
I think Tracy should be there over a guy like Carmelo Anthony at least.
Tracy
think that Tracy should be there.
Tracy's pretty key to the NBA story, I think.
Okay, I'll tell you this too. I think Damian Lillard needs to go.
What? Yeah, he needs to go off too. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, Damian Lillard needs to go. Yeah.
With all the big shots that he hit.
No.
Why we're not. No. Why are you saying that?
Because there's other people that are like you can put Mutombo in that spot.
Okay, here's the thing though. I think Damian Lillard, when he's finished with the game, will be on the top 100, for example, in the next 25 years. I definitely do think
that's fair.
But I don't think he makes the top 75. That's it.
No. Damian Lillard doesn't make the top 75 right now. In my opinion, too. He doesn't.
And I'll be honest with you, Kawhi also needs to be off this list.
Same. That's what I was saying. Yep.
Well, okay. I'm on the fence of this one, but why?
Okay, because Kawhi, I think it's only because of what he's done in the last 5 years.
Yeah, recent bias.
Recent bias, I believe so too. Because
I think that's the same with Lillard too. I think.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why they need to be off.
Hold on,
Okay.
how old is Kawhi?
He's
Kawhi's
27, 27,
He's not
28.
that old, man. He hasn't been there.
I don't think anyone who's under 30 should be on this list. That's disrespectful.
No, that's not right. That's not right because Shaq made this list when he was like 25, I believe. So Shaq they were upset at that too, but Shaq was dominating the league at 25.
No, but I think maybe it was a little too early then to let Shaq.
No, you can't do that though because you know that if you know what he's gonna be. Then? Yeah, you knew who's gonna be early. I get what you're saying, and I'm also maybe I'm contradicting myself. Is some people are prematurely here, but I believe some people you know what their full potential is gonna be, so they have to make the list on those premises alone. Like Shaq, bro, there was never gonna be anybody like Shaq ever in the NBA.
How he dominated, breaking backboards, all those.
Oh no, for sure. But maybe putting him in early at the time, so it's like same thing as putting in a guy like Kawhi Leonard in at this time is a bit early, right? So
that's true too. Hey, one thing I am glad about this list, and it's my guy, Mr. Ray Allen made the list. You guys, I hope nobody has something to say about that. Please.
No. He deserves that. Yeah.
Nikola Joker, the Joker is gonna make this list. I'm sure when he retires.
Yo, I'm done, guys. Later. I'm gone for the
top 100.
I don't know. Actually, you know what? Yeah, okay. I'm actually being mean. The guy is going to he's gonna make the list eventually.
Joker, come on now. He's got to make the list.
Maybe I'm so biased. Yeah. Maybe I'm biased against big guys. I don't know. I'm like.
I think he'll make the list in some. I think he'll make the list.
Is Dirk on this list? Because I don't see him.
Dirk did not make the list.
Dirk
he did. Sorry, he did.
Okay, there.
He is there. He's next to Steve Nash there. And Steve Nash, if he didn't make the list, I would be very upset because a lot of people are upset at Steve Nash for making the list.
Dirk makes this list on the premise that he brought tinfoil food wrapped in tinfoil alone.
Oh my God, it's a German.
Yo, I thought she was gonna say like his 1 foot jumper because that's what he's known for, right?
God, no, I know he's known for that 1 foot jumper, but that tinfoil, right? You know his woman was black.
Oh, it's true. It's so true. No, it's true. I think I don't know if there's anybody else, but if we were to just go back to the omitted middle list real quick,
and just see Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan's there. Tim Duncan's there. Yeah, he's there. Yeah, I say, and Chris Bosh is. I don't know about that, guys.
No.
I don't know.
But,
I don't know.
Okay.